In the case study, doctors explain how, starting at age 4, the boy suffered from debilitating epileptic seizures. They soon discovered that the culprit was a slow-growing tumor in his occipital and temporal lobes in the right hemisphere of his brain, but he didn't respond to any treatments to relieve him of his seizures. So 9 months after his 6th birthday, doctors removed 1/3 of the right hemisphere of his brain, including some of his temporal lobe and his entire occipital lobe. While the occipital lobe is charged with visual processing, the temporal lobe also handles some degree of processing visual and auditory information, including, notably, facial recognition. And even though the boy's brain has not and likely will not recover the ability to process visual information taken in by his left eye, a lower-order task, doctors found that the left hemisphere took over some of the higher-order tasks lost in the lobectomy, including facial processing. His visual behavior is excellent, absolutely normal, Behrman tells Gizmodo. Even though he only has one visual system, it's been reconfigured to do the work of both hemispheres. We saw a kind of jostling in the left hemisphere between regions engaged in word and face recognition, which resolved and settled into a new organization, Behrman tells New Scientist. Under Albayram, Ph.D., a research fellow at Harvard Medical School who was not involved in the study but has done research on how cannabis induces plasticity changes in old mice, tells Inverse that the boy's brain shows a remarkable ability to reorganize, one that may have been with us through our evolutionary history. This may be an evolutionarily conserved mechanism of how the brain evolved, he says. This is very interesting. Photos via et al.